Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Hokey, high, tech, VPI. Got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Green. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Bulls can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space. It's Norton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. This is a designed run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulls.
Hey, how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he made the extra point without problem. Set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holloway. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. On the run, it's Overton. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Carolina, somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Isaac. Virginia Tech is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
it's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On the snap, it's Stewart. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, rookie. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback, taking the hit.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Bulls just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. Running into the open space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, South Florida. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got a little space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pick off! What a play to set him up! Touchdown, Hokie! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Alexis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a...
You never eat your Valentine's Day.
Time here late in the half. Brown wants to pass.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback making checks. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Makes the catch, it's Nimrod. He cannot get there, it'll be fourth down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's up to 73 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown will throw it. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Brown wants to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Brown will throw it right down the middle. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Bulls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Keeps it going. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Fires left. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Makes the grab. It's Green. Turning it on. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. DB's right up on the receivers. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense working from the pistol. Brown wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And that's what this option will do to you.
He got Byron Brown hurt. I'm freaking weak.
And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
That bacon getting crispy.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat.
Hi, T.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Say hi.
Time, lets it go. Finds
You said what?
tight end. He'll be
That's not how you talk to me.
at the 14.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards like the ranks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Drones. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Hokies have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looking to throw on third and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. We've got back.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And he makes the catch off the fake. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
See.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Norton. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Brown will throw it. Gets open down the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Breaks into the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
Throws toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And
fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Drones. Might be looking to run. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.